First of all, I would like to welcome everyone and thank you for the opportunity to speak at this conference. My name is Bence Prokop. I'm a student at Babes-Bolyai University in Cluj. I'm currently finishing my master's degree program in documentary filmmaking. I wrote my research paper on the role and the importance of a marketing strategy in the contemporary documentary film industry, and I would like to use this paper as a basis for today's presentation, which is presenting the psychology of us versus them in the world of documentaries, illustrated through Morgan Spurlock's 2004 documentary Supersize Me. The scope of my research paper, among others, was to compare and quantify the effectiveness of the us versus them marketing approach used in the contemporary non-fiction film production and marketing industry, to analyze test screenings data alongside box office data in order to categorize and quantify the effectiveness, and to identify the target audience and to determine the in-group as well as the out-group participants in the case of a documentary film marketing strategy. In this presentation, I would like to showcase, in a really simplified format, the obvious and the concealed marketing tactics based on the social identity theory used in the 21st century non-fiction film industry. I would also like to present guerrilla marketing concepts based around social consciousness, and I would like to use Morgan Spurlock's Supersize Me as a case study in order to showcase said processes and marketing approaches. Humans, by nature, are social animals and desire belongingness and acceptance. This routes back to the prehistoric times when humans practiced a hunter-gatherer lifestyle, and being a part of a larger group was essential for their survival. Belongingness and acceptance is also part of Maslow's hierarchy of needs. Advertisers use this desire to belong in a set social group in order to harvest the power of social identity by highlighting how using a specific brand and staying loyal to said brand can differentiate the members of the so-called out-group from the supposedly superior in-group members. Schadenfreude is the feeling of deriving pleasure from unfortunate events happening to others around us. Marketing strategies can implement Schadenfreude in order to try to prove their supremacy and poke fun at their competitors' expense. This tactic is especially popular in the age of social media. You can see this example by Royal Jordanian Airways, who pokes fun at United Airlines controversy revolving around a passenger getting kicked off of an airplane. Besides empathizing with the success of their group, individuals also derive pleasure from negative events happening to the outgroup. This phenomenon and reaction is called the aforementioned Schadenfreude. Studies conducted in 2018 by Leiden University, University of Groningen, and VU University in Amsterdam were able to prove the presence and effectiveness of Schadenfreude in the marketing industry by conducting two separate experiments. One had a political context. They analyzed the reactions of voters as they received news about the downfall of the opposing political party. And there also was a study conducted in a consumer context in which they analyzed the reaction of BlackBerry cell phone users upon receiving bad news about the rival Apple brand. In the world of documentaries, the us versus them helps the audience empathize not only with the protagonist, but also with a whole cause behind the movie. In the case of Michael Moore's Academy Award-winning documentary Bowling for Columbine, the socially conscious cause that the audience was supposed to stand behind was stricter gun control. While in the case of Al Gore's documentary, titled An Inconvenient Truth, climate change and global warming were portrayed as public enemy number ones. as Christine Marquez, executive producer at Picture Motion, a well-renowned marketing agency in Hollywood, said, "The financial success of a documentary is in correlation with its social impact and with how well it can define the in and the out groups, the good and the bad, the noble and the coward." Morgan Spurlock's 2004 documentary Super Size Me revolves around its director going on a strictly McDonald's-based diet for 30 days in order to showcase the health risk associated with it. As Morgan Spurlock tried to make a change in the fast food industry and its legislation, he took the audience with him in this David versus Goliath seemingly impossible to win battle. Let's take a moment to watch the trailer.
Hello, may I help you?
Yeah, could I get the double quarter pounder with cheese meal?
Marco Supersize.
I think I'm gonna have to go supersize.
It's hard for me to watch him go through this.
It seems like you're starting to get addicted to it now.
You saw these numbers, right? These numbers are outrageous.
Unfortunately, you cause some major harm to your heart, your liver, your blood.
You're gonna die. You'll die.
I want more.
You gotta stop.
Supersize the American way. Getting fat, getting broke, either way you're gonna pay. Supersize me.
Supersize it up.
Supersize me.
Make it bacon.
Supersize me. Supersize me. Supersize me.
The inclusion of a recognizable global brand such as McDonald's helped stir up controversy and interest in the film. Below-the-line marketing tactics, such as interviews and articles by reputable newspapers such as The Guardian or The Washington Post, with catchy titles like When All the Big Macs Bite Back, attracted substantial interest in the film without any major cost to the production. And as it gained traction, word-of-mouth organic marketing took over and the movie became a social and cultural phenomenon and a financial hit. As the fast food giant McDonald's was well aware of Morgan Spurlock's upcoming movie, just a few days after its premiere, they rebranded their stores, changed their menus, as well as their somewhat questionable business practices such as not displaying the calorie count on their products. Although McDonald's corporate denies the connection between implementing these changes and the message of the movie, the critics and early audiences, who in this case take on the role of the early adopters, interpreted these changes as a clear success and kept the traction of the movie going as early and late majority started to gain interest. If you want to find out more about topics such as movie marketing, audience analysis, target audience, or the different distribution channels used in the age of the internet, please feel free to read my research paper. Thank you for your attention, and a very special thank you goes to Dr. Nicoleta Sălcudean and UBB for helping me out and supervising my research paper.